One other tip I want to give you this hunting season is when you're practicing out here in your backyard or wherever you practice at, a lot of guys, they get out here, and some guys when they get out here and practice, I get tickled because they want to get all macho about it. They want to get out here in front of their buddies, and they get out here in the yard and they want to sit here and they want to they want to draw their bow back. And you'll see them, they'll draw their bow back, and they're the 20 yards pie plate down there, and they'll just all take their time and they'll just, listen, that is not the way that you hunt when you're out there in the woods. I guarantee you that is not the way that deer, when a buck's coming in, or a doe or whatever, what are you doing? You're watching him, right? You're sitting there and you're watching that deer and you're really paying attention, and and if you're like I am or anybody else, when that deer's coming in, you're all excited, your blood's pumping and all that. So when I get out here to hunt, or practice rather, like I'm going to hunt. So what I mean by that is sometimes I get out here and this is very important, because the longer you hold your bow back, the more you're going to shake, of course, right? So in my mind, I'm going to practice that out here in the yard. That way when I get out in the tree stand, I'm going to have, because practice makes perfect, I want to have a better idea of how I'm going to function the longer I hold my bow back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, instead of just, all this, I'm just going to hold my bow, and I want to hold it for a good 60 seconds if I can, and try to keep that pin right where I want to shoot. And try to imagine that deer coming through. Try to, and let down. Even practice letting down, because if you can't let your bow down just as good as you can draw it, you need to let that bow down quietly, just like that. You don't want to let your bow down and then jerk it off your arm, because that's noise. So you want to practice that. A lot of times when I'm out here in the yard, I'll imagine that deer walking down a brush line, and let's say I got an opening here. Well, before that deer gets in that opening, I'm going to already be drawed just like this. And and in my mind, I'm sitting here watching him coming down. Some of you that's bow hunted a long time, you know what I'm talking about. And the moment he steps in that opening, I'm going to take that shot. I'm telling you, it really help you if you practice like you're going to hunt when you're out here shooting your bow. Don't get in this, I want to brag to all my friends and show them I can hit a pie plate at 20 yards. That ain't the way you hunt. You want to take shots that you're going to take while you're hunting. Take 25, 30, 40, take different angles. Shoot through little pieces of brush. Put your target, if you live in a place where there's some brush, put your target up behind some weeds. Shoot through weeds. No, not a bunch of them, but shoot, like 2 or 3 weeds. Practice shooting through them. It'll make a difference come this season. And I guarantee you, if you'll practice like you hunt, this coming year, you'll make them hard shots that maybe you think you can't make when you're out here practicing.